The following program is rated 18 and may contain sensitive topics, sexual innuendos, and mild, strong language. It is intended for mature audiences only. So the question is, are you mature enough?
Let somebody love you. Let somebody touch you.
My name is Mr. Adaraloye Anthony.
My name is Mrs. Oluwakemisola Adaraloye.
I met my wife in the year 1997 in an extramural class. I didn't notice her at first when she entered, but I noticed someone that was calling my maths teacher that I used to think is a guru in maths. I noticed someone calling him to tell him he has made a mistake. I was surprised, like, who is this? A new face. When I look back, like, how can you just come today and tell my maths teacher that he has made a mistake? So she was like, somebody asked her, where? Are you sure? She stood up and pointed to the place. And alas, all of us were just there following the teacher that has made a big mistake of his life. So you have to go back and restart all over again. That day I just looked at her that, wow.
My meeting him is a miracle because the first day I stepped into that class, he was the first person I noticed in the class. I didn't know how it happened, but I was able to cite him out of about 100 people that was in the class on that particular day. And before I knew what was happening, we became friends.
For me, I've always dreamed of a pretty black angel, looking good. And when I saw her, in my mind, my mind skips. I was like, wow, this is not just beauty. This is beauty plus brain. On the fateful day, to cut it short, she just came to me that, very close to SSC then, she just came to me that, please, can you, passing through my house, I know the time she will pass. So I was actually waiting for her outside. And by the time she passed, she just stood and just called me that, good evening. I said, good evening, how are you? She now asked me that I should borrow her one calculator, that she didn't have calculator to use for the exam. I said, wow. And I have two calculators, one Casio and one scientific. So when I went inside, quickly I brought the two out. She said, I should give her one. I said, no, you take one. She pointed to the Casio, just normal biology calculator. I said, no, take this scientific, let me use this one. So I gave her the calculator that day. And luckily, as God will have it, that's the only point for me to go and check her in her house. So that was how I started. Then we are very close, as a very good friend.
The relationship started as friendship, like he has rightly said. And when he finally proposed to me that he wanted me to be his wife.
She just came visiting one day, surprisingly, that I didn't expect. She came, and when she entered my house, I don't know what to say. I just told her straight that I wanted to be my wife. She was like,
what? I was so shocked and dazed. Are you kidding me?
I said, I'm serious, that I don't need a girlfriend. If I say I don't need a girlfriend, but you are the type of person I can live the rest of my life with. Don't think I'm joking, I'm serious about it, and I meant it. She said, okay, that she won't give me an answer now. We were on to this for almost 3 years.
But to the glory of God, I told him that, well, I'm sorry, I can't give you a final verdict, that we'll have to pray about it. And like he has rightly said, I had to pray for a good 3 years before I could finally say yes to him.
But the day she finally said yes was like a week to her birthday. I've been planning how the birthday will go. And luckily for me that day, I was like, let me revisit this issue now. I just called her that, please now, what are you saying? All this way I say we'll be friends. We've been friends for 3 years. I need you to just say yes to my proposal. And she just said yes. That day, I don't know what happened, but for that day, the second day, my food is just wasting away. I was so happy to eat, as in I could not eat. And from there, I introduced her to my family, and to God be glory, the first girl that will visit my home, as in my parents, and my mom fall in love with her, and that's how God has kept us till today.
And I must confess, it's been a wonderful experience all the way. I married my best friend. I love him so, so very much. That is the story.
Let somebody love you. Let somebody touch you.
Number one thing that attracted me to him, like I've rightly said, was his good look. Don't mind me. Then secondly, is God-fearing. Thirdly, is a go-getter. And I can go on and on. He's very determined, hardworking, highly industrious. He's very, 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 very supportive. I'm telling you, there's nothing I can do without him. And, you know, for all my dreams, he has always been there for me. Anything I need to do is just to mention it to him. And before I know what is going on, it will become a reality. He's a wonderful man and a wonderful father. I must say that. He is a very, very wonderful father. We all love him.
My wife is so industrious. Her love, I can't quantify the extent in her mind. How, as in, she's loving, she's down to earth, and when there is a goal, she's there to get it. She's a go-getter. And there is nothing my wife cannot give out. There is nothing. At times she would have mentioned it. My mind will skip. Like, are you sure we are giving this out? She said, don't worry, honey. Let's give it out. I should go on.
Daddy, are you my friend?
Yes, I am.
And are you my daddy?
Yes, I'm your dad.
If I have to be sincere, I'm so jealous of their relationship. I'm so jealous. Let them hear. He's a father. He's a true father, I must confess. You know, men out there, I'm sorry to say, most of them, they don't care about their family. But my husband always takes his family members as priority. And for his daughters, he doesn't joke with them. I don't know why, but I think maybe part of the reason is because in their family, they are all boys. You understand? So he was really praying. In fact, when I was pregnant, the first issue we had, he was seriously praying that, oh, I want a girl. I was saying, no, 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 he's going to be a boy. He said, no, I want a girl. I want daughters, that I can play with, that they can always say their mind to me, they can be free to me. And I must say that he actually got what he wanted. So they are very, very close. They are very, very, very close.
As many songs as Father Abraham. I'm one of them, and so are you.
So let
Us praise the Lord.
right and left and right leg, left leg, turn around, sit down.
I can say he's a little bit stubborn, but the truth of the matter is I've so much made up my mind that whatever it is, my love for him will always overcome, and will always make sure it forgives anything he does to me. And you know what? I always have a principle that's okay, even before you offend me, I'm always ready to forgive you in advance. And I try as much as possible not to sleep over my annoyance. If I'm angry with him, I try as much as possible to let us discuss it. And that has really been helpful. And one thing we don't play with, I must say, is prayer. We always agree together in prayers. And like he has rightly said, it's not as if we've not been having one challenge or the other. But I must confess that God has really been faithful, because there's hardly no day that we don't join our hands together to pray. And believe you me, as soon as we say it, it's a done deal. Blue now.
If I'm wrong on that, I should be caned. My wife's best color is pink.
You. What's in know why? I'm not a fan. Trust me. You want me to be sincere now? I'll say nothing. Guess what? If I'm to come back to this world, I'll do this over and over again. I must say. I have many of them. Number one, the time we traveled to Dubai, it was really fun. We really had a swell time. Then the second one, I hope you people will not be jealous. Okay, let me tell you. Was just last week when we went for the James dinner, or couples dinner. It was a very wonderful event and outing. We really had a nice time. I'm using this medium to say to you and to the world to hear that I really love you.
I love you too.
And in the end, you're still my friend. At least we did intend for us to work. We didn't break, we didn't burn. We had to learn how to bend without the world caving in. I had to learn what I got and what I'm not, and who I am. I won't give up on us, even if the skies get rough. I'm giving you all my love. I'm still looking up. give up on us, even if the skies get rough. I'm giving you all my love. I'm still
The best decision I've ever made in
looking
my
up.
life is to love you. I loved you yesterday. I love you today. I will love you tomorrow, and I will love you forever.
Thank you.
I don't count it a burden, whatever, to have to care for her. I need to do everything. From the moment she gets up to the moment she goes to bed, I do absolutely everything. Clean her teeth, shower, dress, everything. But it's a privilege. I count it a great privilege to care for this one that I've loved all of these years and continue to love. This is the year when we'll celebrate our 50th wedding anniversary. Our stories have been a lovely story. I first saw her when she was 8 years old, and her brother became my best friend. And we grew up together, and as we grew up, yeah, she was there. And I knew that she used to stare at me when I was playing footy with her brother and another friend, and when we used to ride bikes, and she kept staring at me, but I wasn't interested. I was 17, she was 16. I saw her dolled up, dressed up, and she had an A-line dress on, and boom, it was gone. She was the one for me then, absolutely. When we first started dating, I used to ride my bike from where I lived to where she was, and that was about 5 kilometers on a Saturday afternoon, because it was the only chance we had to get together. And it was hair wash day for her, and she used a special cream in her hair for a shampoo, and I can still smell it because that smell was so particular, so nice. It was just absolutely special. We had a bike. I used to ride everywhere on my bike, and then Glad had a bike as well, and we put a baby chair on the front of her bike, and so we carried our babies around on the bike with her as well. So yeah, bike's been part of our lives, and I guess that has something to do with us now. Around about 2004-05, I began to notice that there were things going wrong. She was finally diagnosed with the horrible disease of Alzheimer's. Having lived overseas, I knew that with a bike you can do lots of things. So I had a bike made, a bike chair made. We take it to the beach and ride along beside the beach. And as we do that, we see a lot of people come talk to us because it's a unique thing. Nobody else has got a bike chair quite like that one. I am determined to care for her every need, every need. You see, God has loved us so unconditionally, and I understand that God has put his love in my heart. And because I realize how much God has loved me, that's how I too can love my lovely wife. She has done so much for me over all of these years. Now she can't, but I can, and I can return her love. And it's a love that, well, to me, means I can do everything for her. She's my princess, I'm her William, and I wouldn't have it any other way. Would you have it any other way? No, not at all. We love each other.